everyone, welcome back to my channel. A while ago, I did a couple of videos on apartment hunting in Birmingham, and a lot of you have been asking me about the prices of properties in Birmingham more recently. Since the viewings were from 8 months and 4 months ago, with the fluctuation in rent due to the economy and because my friend is also apartment hunting at the moment, I have tagged along and also thought it would be a good idea to give you some idea about the property situation in Birmingham. This is part 2 of the apartment hunting series in Birmingham, since we have already seen some properties in last week's video, which I have talked about. If you haven't watched that video, I've put the link of the video down in the description box below, so check it out. As usual, if you like this kind of content, don't forget to like and subscribe, and let's dive right into the viewings. First, a little bit of background information. All of today's properties were sourced on a platform called Spare Room, which is a platform that allows you to just rent out one room of the whole property. It makes living under a roof a bit more affordable in a sense that you have your own place, but you don't have to bear the whole cost of renting out a whole property. Next, let's talk about preferences. Similar to me, my friend is working close to the Birmingham city center, and so her priorities are: number one, the property has to be furnished. She's working here short term, but she doesn't know if she wants to stay long term, so she thought that it would be unwise of her to invest in a lot of furniture, and if she does decide to move, she will have to either get rid of it, and if she wants to move with it, it will also be a hassle. Number two, location. Since she's working close to Birmingham city center and she would not like to spend a lot of money on travel costs, so she would prioritize properties that are within a 30-minute walking distance from Birmingham New Street Station, as we're using that as a standard to measure how central the property is. Number three is neighborhood. Safety is definitely very important, so where the property will be situated, whether it's in a safe neighborhood, would also be a critical factor for my friend when considering whether she's going to get that property or not. Number four is bills included properties. With the energy crisis, the energy prices have been fluctuating quite a lot in the past few years, and my friend, just like me previously, would like to opt for bills included property. That way our monthly expense on rent will be fixed, and that will help us a lot with our budgeting. My friend is on a budget for rent, and so the price range that she's willing to look at for properties are around £700 or less, bills included. Some of the properties that we've seen are actually over this number, but she thought it would be nice to keep her options open, and she will be open to considering more expensive properties if it's a really good package. Now that we've wrapped up all the basic information and the preferences, let's dive right into the viewings. We have 4 viewings in this video. Today's viewings are quite unique because they're all in the same building. There are quite a lot of empty flats, so there's a selection of flat types across multiple floors. There are a few different apartment types, including studios, 1-bedroom apartments, and penthouses, and the building has 5 levels in total. To apply, you have to be a working professional with no pets and no children, and my friend qualifies for that. The property is Shaftesbury House. It is just 1 minute's walk away from the Birmingham New Street Station because it is literally just across the station. This is the most central property that I've ever seen. So if you travel often, this is quite convenient for you, and it is just around a 3 minutes walk away from the Chinese Quarter. Today we'll be looking at a studio and a 1-bedroom apartment on the 2nd floor, and then 2 penthouses on the 4th floor and the 5th floor. First, let's start with the studio. It comes at £600 per month, and only some parts of the bills are covered. So they cover council tax and water bills, but you have to cover electricity and other bills by yourself. Since there's no electricity at the moment, so it is a bit dark, but upon entering, there's a wardrobe to the right and a decently sized kitchen to your left with normal kitchen appliances. And then moving on into the main area, where it is quite spacious. There's a sofa and a desk and massive windows that bring in a lot of natural lighting. Some storage space and then a double bed. The great thing about the flat is that it has wooden flooring because my friend and I aren't big fans of carpet flooring. There's a bathroom and a toilet, and everything's decently sized and clean, and you don't have to share it with another tenant, which my friend loves. As my friend loves her personal space and loves the proximity of the property to Birmingham New Street Station, she rated this property a 7.5 out of 10. Moving on to the next flat tour. It is a 1-bedroom apartment, and it is £850 per month. Again, council tax and water bills included, but the electricity and other bills are not included, and it is actually quite a big jump compared to the previous studio. The bathroom has a similar similar layout to the studio, and it has a bathtub. Upon entering the living area, we have quite a spacious kitchen to the left and plenty of storage units. There are 2 big windows that let in a lot of light, which is always a plus. The view out the window is nice and the ceilings are quite high. There's a sitting area and plenty of space for more furniture or storage if needed as well. The bedroom is quite a good size with enough room for drawers, a double bed, and a wardrobe and plenty of storage space. There's a small window in the room, but surprisingly, it actually brings in a lot of natural light. The mattress looks a bit disgusting though, so my friend rated this property a 7 out of 10. Then next we have the first penthouse, which is on the 4th floor. It is priced at £950 per month. Again, council tax and water bills included, but not the other bills. And this is actually quite a nice space if you were to either live alone or live with another person. The plan is much more open and the ceiling is even higher. You have a kitchen area and multiple big windows that bring in tons of natural lighting. View outside the window is alright, but it's quite nice too. This is like a genuine living room area because there's enough room for a dining table and a big seating area around a TV. If you go up the spiral staircase, you will reach the bedroom area. Some of you may not like it because it is not entirely enclosed and therefore less privacy, but if you're living alone or with a significant other, this layout is quite intimate as you can still look down into the living area. My friend really loved the space and gave it a 8.5 out of 10, which is really rare coming from her. Last but not least, we have the penthouse on the 5th floor. It is also at £950 per month, but council tax and water bills included, and other bills, electricity, etc. are not. The bathroom is very bright and quite spacious with a direct view of the train station. However, the kitchen is just right outside the bathroom, which is undesirable as you don't want to be thinking about a toilet when you're cooking. And the kitchen is actually much smaller than the other kitchens in the other flats, which is really weird. There's a tiny breakfast bar with a view and a living space area with a seating area in the middle of the flat, but it feels like it's blocking the circulation space to the bedroom. Moving into the bedroom space, we have a space where we can categorize as a walk-in wardrobe. There's a double bed and some storage space. It's quite weird that this is supposed to be the penthouse, but the layout is quite broken and awkward. And since this is at the top of the building, it's going to be roasting in there when it is the summer. So my friend is not a big fan of this flat and she rated it a 7 out of 10. That's it. These are all the properties that we've seen so far on my friend's apartment hunting journey. What did you think of today's flats and which one was your favorite? Do let us know in the comments section down below. At the time of editing, my friend hasn't made a decision yet, but I will keep you all updated when she does make one. If you want to have a look at the other properties that we viewed and what the other property choices are that my friend is considering, feel free to have a look at last week's video here, or I've also put the link of the video in the description box below. As always, don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss out on content like this, and I'll see you all next time. Thank you so much for watching.